Welcome back to Wreck and Roll. Special episode today.
Very special.
We're going to do some Q&A answers, since you guys did the Qs.
Yes.
And then we're going to go over the builder tier that we are going to re-unlock for the month of February 2020.
News to me.
So right off the bat, for the builder tier, we're going to open up to 2 people. 1, 2.
Dose.
I feel that if we do 3 or more, we might be spread thin, and we might not give you guys the proper attention your deck deserves. So we're going to stick with 2. It's going to be $25, and you're going to get the $10 tier rewards as well, the tokens, whatever they may be, or whatever the swag may be.
I'm waiting for the next number.
Oh. You're going to submit us a team and deck. 40 cards, 50 cards, 1,000 cards, whatever. Don't need a side deck, that's alright. Side deck is based on whatever is going on in your meta, or what tournaments you're attending, or whatever you're doing. You're going to give us a deck. We're going to play it against heavy orange, heavy blue. Analyze. We're going to tweak it. I'm going to tweak it once, and then that deck's going to go over there, and he's going to tweak it, RJ, and that's going to go over there. We're going to get my deck. We're going to play against the same exact heavy orange, same exact heavy blue, so we have a baseline. Analyze it. Do the same exact thing for RJ's version. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah.
Yeah. And then when we're done, upload the videos, and then should be before the 3rd video is finalized, we're going to send you guys a submission write-up of our analyses.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them.
And then that will be the builder tier, and then we will turn it back off for March because spoiler season is going to hit. Well, spoiler season should be in full swing by then, and people are going to be prepping for Wave 5, and we don't feel that submitting Wave 4 type stuff at that point would be helpful to you guys. And then maybe we'll readjust the tier later-ish, depending on what happens.
Or have them let us know.
Yeah.
If they like it, if you want us to see us keep continuing.
Any improvements? Any down improvements?
Yeah.
What's the opposite of improvement?
Outprovement.
No, it's improvement. Right.
Improvement.
Improvement. All right. Q&A. We're going to go over person's name as much as we can say or want to say on camera. And then we're going to try to get these questions and answers as thoroughly as possible.
Everyone else is busy, by the way. This is why it's just me and Joe. Joe and I.
Yes. Joe, me and Joe sound better.
Yes.
Joe and I's proper. First up, Emilia. No last name, that's fine. What sub-team, Combiners, Firecons, Omnibots, etc., do you guys want to see in the game? Wreckers.
Man, I should have prepared for these questions.
I'm prepared for some of them. I'm going in blind as well on some of these.
We'll say Wreckers again. I'd like to see an updated Dinobots team, though, as well.
Okay. Updated Dinobot. More Dinobot. I can't do... You can do Slash. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any bots battle cards that you would want to build a deck around that you haven't yet? That I would want to. I think to date I've built everything that I would care to enjoy to build. Oh no.
I don't have Octone yet, so I haven't gotten a chance to try him out yet. I want to. Hot Rod, maybe? I haven't tried Safeguard Hot Rod.
Oh, Safeguard Hot Rod.
Yeah.
Question number 3. No question. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
What type of content do you want to see from us going forward, or what do you think we can improve upon? More janky decks. Not a problem.
Not at all.
There will be Wave 5 stuff. We will surely see jank stuff, and we will aim to do jank stuff. And who knows, maybe some jank stuff will turn into real stuff.
That's how real stuff happens.
That's where it all begins.
Yep.
Nick, ask us anything. Are you willing to share the cards that you would have made if you won the Energon Invitational? If you have mock-ups, that would be awesome. Go first, because I've been hogging it.
I don't have a specific card in mind, but I would definitely have done Perceptor, I think. I think it'd be cool, like, if he had, like, dual tribes, like Specialist and Ranged on maybe his bot mode, and then I don't know how to balance it on his.
We did the balancing to Watsy.
Right.
You give them the card, say, hey, do this. They're like,
Right. But I think Perceptor would be super cool, and I can't wait for them to make them.
So I would have chosen Starscream's Ghost, or some version of Starscream, depending on if Watsy allowed. And I had peripheral vision.
I didn't do anything.
I don't know what I would have made because, once I didn't win it, I didn't care to attempt that because it's not going to go anywhere.
What are you hoping for in the Wave 5 set?
Ooh.
Perceptor.
Starscream Ghost.
Earthrise, so Perceptor might be an option. I don't know if he has a toy coming out.
They did mention Combiner support was coming, or was that Wave 6? Volcanicus support? There was something
Yeah,
about Volcanicus?
I think Drew mentioned it in one of his interviews. I forget if he said Wave 5 or 6, but it's coming soon. That'll be cool.
I feel like ways to deal with... there's going to be more power creep. What do I want to see in Wave 5? My God, what a good question.
We should have prepared.
I did not prepare.
We've been sitting on these for 2 weeks and none of us prepared. Neither of us.
See for Wave 5. I don't know if I'm ready for a new Pip. More interesting star cards. Oh, I don't want to see another type of imbalanced win condition. I don't want to see another dangerous version of Daring Escape pop up.
Yeah.
Overwhelming Advantage was fine. It's sort of like a win condition, but it really wasn't. But it wasn't. You could sort of stop it. You have plenty of time, plenty of turns to stop it.
Yeah.
DE is like...
yeah, with everything triggering on your opponent's turn, there's no way to interact with it.
Nothing too oppressive.
Sometimes there's no way to interact with it. I think the deck you built was fine with it. Slow enough.
In content creation, what is a lesson you had to share with us, the viewers, that you wish you would have known from the start? Proper lighting.
Proper lighting.
Proper lighting.
Be yourself. Apparently people like when I act like a fool on camera.
A lesson that I would like to share, would have known from the start, that really playing the same deck twice on camera is boring, I guess. I don't think the viewers want to see, bugs. But in regards to what we're going to be doing for the builder tier, we might have to do something like that, play it 3 times in a row against the submitted decks to try to stay consistent with what we're doing.
Right.
But as far as a casual, relaxing video type thing, you got to keep changing the decks. You got to change characters. You got to bring characters out of the woodwork. You got to play characters you don't want to play. You got to play characters you hate. You got to just try all of the cards and what can you put together with this entire ensemble of everything.
Right, and it was probably a little harder for you guys in the beginning because there was only one wave and only so much you could do.
Wave one stuff. Yeah. Here's
So,
Dinobots and here's
right.
Dinobots again.
As more waves keep coming out, it's only going to get easier.
Now we have to play mix and match with where does every character go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we try not to do the same things. Shoving Flame War with Hot Rod into character X and Y, Z. It's like
it's the same deck.
It's the same shell.
With different
There's
characters.
only so much you can do. We tried our best to come up with different ideas all the time. It's very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Once you run out of ideas, it's like, what's next?
Right.
Where was I? What type of content do you want to see from us going forward?
That's the question. I guess.
Anything we can improve upon? First off, you guys do an awesome job. You do an awesome job at creating content.
Thanks, Nick.
It's enjoyable. I enjoy that when there is downtime in the season. Now, like waiting for a set release or events, you're able to shift gears into something more fun, like gameplay, like Daring Escape Cars for Brian. A suggestion I do have is deck techs. Really enjoy the deck techs you guys play and would like more insight on the ideas you got to build them. So for me personally, I don't like to do deck techs because I want to make sure the deck is like in its final form before I present it. So if you see us play a deck on camera and you don't see a deck tech immediately, it's because it's probably like version like -0.0. I don't think it's refined. I don't think it's entirely effective. Mm-hmm. I need to put some more thought into it, blah, blah, blah. Reason X, Y, and Z. When I'm confident, I will do it. And I think I made a mistake with this earlier in Wave 1 doing the Jets. Probably jumped the gun on that one. But one we are most proud of, I like the one RJ and I did with Soundwave.
Yep.
And I really like the Overwhelming Advantage tanks. I'm very, very satisfied with how that deck turned out. And I put enough games and thought into it, not to just rush it out and do one game with it. And here's deck tech. I don't like doing that.
For me personally, I think a lot of the stuff I build is super silly. So I don't. Not that I don't think it's worthwhile, I guess, to let you guys have it, but I guess I do think it's not worthwhile for you guys to have it. But don't hesitate to like reach out to me and be like, hey, can I get a list or whatever? And I'd be more happy to give it to you guys. Some of the times, it's just in my own mind. I don't think it's worth it,
And sometimes if we're not happy with the deck, we probably disassembled it like
right away.
Afterwards.
Right.
So if you're fast enough with messaging us, maybe we can remember what we had in there, or we'll have to just go through the video and just keep pausing and like write everything down.
Usually I take a picture of my deck as I build it too, so I at least have that base.
I'm gonna make an attempt to do that as well.
Yeah.
Take a picture beforehand and then upload the picture in the video afterwards, just to have it on memory. I guess.
And I'm trying. I keep saying I'm trying. I'm going to start to try to use Fortress Maximus to try and post some of my better decks on there. I think I'm on there as Wreck and Roll RJ. It's just that's the easiest way for me to do it, and so I'm going to try to make a conscious effort to keep doing that.
Next up, we have initials MD. Not a doctor.
No,
definitely not a doctor.
Well, we don't know he's not a doctor for sure, but
correct. He or she. We're going to go with MD for this one.
Right.
What do you hope for in Wave 5? We just answered that one, so we'll refer you to that. What do you hope is not in Wave 5? Just answered that one. What about you? Do you hope for what not to hope for in Wave 5? Oh, I did that one.
No, I pretty much agree. Just nothing game breaking.
What type of content do you guys want to see from us going forward? Gameplay. Actual worst character tournament with brackets. Is that like a Windblade grapple type thing?
Yeah, like the loser's the winner almost.
Actual worst character tournament with brackets.
So like whoever loses, I guess, would keep going forward through this gauntlet of decks, and if you don't win, you would be crowned the winner, loser.
Brian would be crowned the winner. That's how it would. We can maybe investigate that type of thing. That would be a small undertaking. How many videos would that take? What would that bracket be, like 16, and then we'd have to narrow that down. That might take a lot of videos.
But yeah, Brian did post something about that.
Oh.
Not something like that directly on the Facebook group about the Windblade challenge. So that's an idea.
Worst character, but
underused, right?
Highly disregarded.
Yes,
is the more palatable version of that. Next up, we have Xander Matthews. You weren't playing Transformers competitively. What game did you play on a competitive level?
Probably nothing. I think I've said this many times before, but I really wasn't into TCGs. I played Hearthstone a couple of years ago, and then I got out of it. And it's really the Transformers IP that brought me back in, so I can honestly say I probably wouldn't be playing anything if it wasn't for this game.
If Transformers was not around, I'd still be playing Star Wars Destiny, except that it just got the notification that it is on its deathbed. I might have swapped over to Argent Saga or maybe Flesh and Blood or Keyforge. If Transformers never existed, yeah, and Destiny was dead,
Argent Saga?
And these games just came up. It'd be one of those two games. I'd have no other option.
He gives Kyle crap all the time for Argent Saga, so that's why I'm so shocked.
That's because we have Transformers now. He has an option.
Kyle plays every card game known to mankind.
And Keyforge in this area is like... So it would be one of those two games, I would assume. Besides yourselves, do you have any other players in the local scene that are very good players?
Jake.
We have Jake, who's a very good player. He is undefeated in Sealed in Wave 2, 3, 4 launch events.
Yep.
Nobody can beat him. Don't know how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Aside from pulling the super rare every single time.
And then even the Wave 4 practice Sealed for the...
He won that too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we also have Nick, who got 19th at the Energon Invitational. And who else is good in that group?
I think everyone's pretty good myself.
We all, at some point or another, topped somewhere at something with somebody sometime.
Yes.
I don't know what your definition of us being good is, though.
Right.
How many Transformers do you guys own? Joe, 202.
Not 202.
So, somewhere around north of 195 and less of 210. I actually did this one earlier.
Did you really?
Like 96 of them are right there alone.
Yeah, that's true. I have a couple of those, like IKEA 4 cubes filled with them. I don't have an exact number. I really just got back into collecting them again as a quote-unquote adult with disposable income. Enough.
McAaron. Next banned card.
Thermal weaponry.
What? Makes no sense.
I just don't want Joe to use it anymore.
Everyone is harping on Daring Escape or... Equipment Enthusiast. I really love Equipment Enthusiast.
Yeah, you've been on that since Wave 1.
Great for a Sunstorm. I feel like getting rid of EE is just like hampering other decks. Like if I had to choose, right off the cuff, yeah, I would say DE, and I'll retool DE in some way or another.
I'd say
or no, not DE. Springer's the problem.
Yeah. I'd say something not created yet. It took them forever to ban swap parts because it took them forever to create the infinite combo deck or whatever. Not forever.
It took Wave 2 to really kick it into gear.
Right. So I'll just say something that hasn't been created yet.
But Daring Escape was, created Wave 4, problematic Wave 4.
Right.
But then what's the next thing? The next thing Springer's going to do is draw a ton, and then someone will have to deal with whatever the next Springer Daring Escape card is.
Right. I mean, Springer draws a ton. You just throw Fire Drive on him and swing for $1 million, and that's not a problem within itself. But
that's an attack.
Yeah.
And then you could deal with whatever's in his hand next time, or maybe you could one shot him next turn if you have something to respond to. But it's like win the game. It's like. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Wave 2 best bot.
Best spot in Wave 2. Oh god, that's
like
going back.
Like a personal standpoint, it's got to be B.
Yeah, I don't think it's really close from Wave 2.
Megatron was his counterpart, but he wasn't. His stats are lackluster.
Yeah.
And Hot Rod was played everywhere. Wave 2 Fireflight is a plug-in everywhere. Not everywhere, but most places. Skydive's being a new plug-in. Definitely not Windblade. Definitely not Springer. Definitely not Warpath. Acid Storm didn't make the cut. Bombshell. Best spot would have to be either Hot Rod or Bumblebee.
I don't think
Bumblebee, Trusted Lieutenant.
I don't think it's close, and it's B. He's just ridiculous. Free action. Beefy.
That's 6 stat is just too much.
Yeah.
Like look at Megatron, it's a 4. It's like
right.
Who did those numbers? Come on, guys. Megatron 4, Bumblebee 6. Best combiner ever. Rail Racer.
I've always been a big fan of Devastator.
Next question. What type of content do you want to see from us going forward? You're doing all right. Thanks.
Thank you, McAaron.
Next up, Brian Blair. What is your current favorite deck to play?
This one's easy for me. Wave 4 anyway, Omega Supreme. Having a ton of fun with Omega Supreme. Favorite?
I love Pierce cars. I love Anticipation cars. I love Daring Escape cars.
Joe loves cars. He's an Autobot fan.
Driving a car. I'm not an Autobot fan. It's just Decepticons. I love trying to do something with Nemesis and Mirage and running my deck out.
I hate that deck. I absolutely despise that deck.
It just isn't there. It just doesn't finish the job. And we bounce around on video with so many decks. I can't pick a favorite.
Yeah. My all-time deck is Hot Wheels. That's an easy one. But right now,
starting that film with Blue Bugs.
Yeah, but right now it's definitely Omega Supreme for me. It's cool.
Oh, what is the deck you want? What is the worst deck to play against right now, other than whatever Joe happens?
Brian just stole my answer.
I just don't like playing against heavy wide orange. I'm just not a fan. I get it. I know it's strong. I get it. You sit there, it's like you're gonna attack with these big numbers, and okay.
Blaster's still not fun to play. I mean, just orange in general. Blaster's not fun to play against. Flip first turn into a grenade launcher and blow someone off the board with it.
Reckless. It's like, why did I?
Right.
The Reckless grenade launcher turn 1 is just so amazing.
And again, we understand they're powerful. It's just the question was, it's not fun, right?
No,
yeah, it's not fun to sit across from for sure.
Bugs, just yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at? Serious question time. That wasn't a serious question. Now that we are through the first season of competitive play, what is your take on how it has affected the game and a whole, and your enjoyment of it on a personal level? You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll address the latter part of that, how it affected me on a personal level. I think I lost for a little bit there, like why I played for the Transformers IP itself and just to have fun. I think I was way too nervous and way too honed in on qualifying for EI. Gen Con, I totally screwed the pooch. I had a miserable trip because of it, and then just stressed the next couple of weeks, probably close to a month, and for qualification. So I'm glad everything's over, and going into next qualification season, I'm going to be a lot more relaxed about it and just let whatever happens.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Good.
Because I never got into it for the competitive reasons. I got into it just to play and have fun, and because I love Transformers, and for whatever reason, that was lost somewhere along the way. So, but I say that now, but I'll be super upset, if I don't qualify. And I'm a competitive person, so we'll see.
I can go either way. I like how the competitive nature has brought out people from different games that weren't playing in the first half of the year, and all of a sudden, WotC announces competitive play, and all these people are like, "Hey, I want to play now." I like that it pulls those people in. I like that we have not gotten into a toxic realm yet. I hear bad stories about Yu-Gi-Oh players and whatnot, so we're trying to do what we can to veer away from that direction.
Mm.
And from a personal level, like RJ said, very stressful just trying to qualify, very stressful playing in the EI. And if it's stressed just for one day, that's fine. I like how someone could develop something incredibly competitive, and then you try to get your casual deck and see what your casual deck can do against it. Sometimes you surprise yourself, and sometimes you wonder, why did I build this deck? So what people come up with for a competitive nature is sometimes impressive. What type of content do you want to see from us going forward? I enjoy the variety of things you try and a diverse lineup of characters and decks. Balanced matchups are always more exciting, but at the same time, trying out weird and probably terrible ideas is also fun.
Often terrible ideas.
Often terrible ideas. I'd like to see a summary at the end of a wave where you go around showing the evolution of your favorite or main deck from that wave, maybe even paired up with a mini tournament of those decks. Also, a theme every once in a while, similar to the Windblade thing, where everyone, or just 2 people playing it, has to build a deck using a certain character, or can only use commons, or has to be at least 15 orange, 15 blue mix, something like that. I know you like to do these for Wednesday night games, maybe transfer some of those to content. Obviously, these are just content ideas, but things I can see being quality content. So, try to get a fun night.
I mean, that's 2 submissions for like a tournament type idea now, which might not be a bad idea. I know you guys done things in the past, like the sealed tournament, like you against Brian, then you against Frenchie, then Frenchie against Brian.
Yes. Yes.
Way back in the day, that might have been wave 1. God.
I feel like the first part of that question was tough. Where am I together? Blah blah blah. Showing the evolution of your favorite or main deck from that wave. I could right off the bat. I can go from wave 3 to wave 4. The evolution of the anticipation cars. There wasn't much to add to it. It was just add sturdy javelin.
Mm-hmm.
Some decks just don't get a bump, and others get what they want.
Didn't you take out Anticipation Engine altogether?
That was a different story. We went somewhere with that. That's tough for some people like us because we're playing too much on camera and we don't keep a favorite deck. We try to keep bouncing deck to deck to deck to deck. I try to keep some decks assembled forever, like Metroplex. There's no reason to disassemble that. I don't think that got a big wave. It was Heat of Battle wave 3 or wave 4?
Wave 3.
I don't know what Metroplex got in wave 4. I just know I haven't played Metroplex at all in the past couple months.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you got anything. Too many different things pop up for too many different decks that we have.
I know I don't keep notes. I think we tried to keep a Google spreadsheets for us for quote unquote competitive reasons. That lasted maybe all of a week. So yeah, it's tough for Evolution, but it's a good idea.
I'm writing down stuff.
Joe's writing down stuff. I'm echoing Joe. I'll go to the next question then.
Okay. Jacqueline
from Metaphor. What is everyone's favorite deck of all time, all waves? Hers is Cars.
You looked at me. You can...
Hot Wheels and Dinobots was my very first deck, so I'll always have a soft spot for Dinobots.
I love milling myself. I love Nemesis. I love Sunstorm. I love trying to just draw and not be a Daring Escape winner. I want to try and do something with those cards in my hand or burning the deck. I do like Cars just because of the EI win, or EIQ win. It just felt good that I developed that. I'm trying to enjoy the Blue Bug deck that I've been assembling. I have great fun with the OA tanks. All time, all waves. Yeah, I think that's probably it. I don't think I made anything else that
I had a ton of fun with Metroplex back in the day. Back in the day.
God, I forgot.
Yeah.
What is everyone's favorite Transformer from Siege, the toy line, or in general?
Hers
Mine
is Wheeljack. from
Earthrise. You have Earthrise radio?
Yeah, do you guys have Earthrise?
Canada.
Ah, crazy Canadians.
I've seen him post pictures like, I got this. Like, how did you get that? I don't get it. They get figures like that, but they can't get the cards like for months at a time.
Right.
Like, what Hasbro? What are you doing?
Yeah, I would take that trade off.
Say that again. So what's your favorite Siege? Siege.
My favorite Siege toy is Jetfire, without a doubt. He's awesome.
I am a fan of the Astro Train in train mode.
It's not Siege.
That's Siege right there. What are we talking about?
Oh, you didn't get the Siege Astro Train yet.
Oh, it's Titan's Return.
Yeah.
I want to say Seekers, aren't I? Seekers! They come in blue and red and green.
You can't see Joe pointing to his display of 8 Seekers. 2, 4, 6, 7. Sorry.
The Decepticon Impactor. That's that Siege, right? Yeah, that's Siege.
Yeah, that's Siege.
I own 7, 8, 9, 10 Siege figures. Wow, okay.
Well, you were looking for Astro Train today.
Astro Train somewhere in the wild.
I like Sound Blaster a lot too.
It's the same thing as Soundwave.
Yeah, I don't have Soundwave though. I have Sound Blaster, and the Seekers are really cool. I have to admit.
Really cool.
Yeah.
I
have Thundercracker and Starscream.
I think just Skywarp is the cool one. That paint scheme.
Yeah, I love the Skywarp's the only one I don't have, and I don't have it, or I love it rather. And you can't find him anymore unless you pay scalper pricing.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, because he was an Amazon exclusive in that 3-pack.
Yeah, I think I saw it pop up somewhere else. We'll reinvestigate that maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What deck do you dislike playing against the most? Mine are overwhelming advantage decks. Orange, heavy orange. We just discussed that.
Well, there's no caveat here. So anything that Joe builds, I hate playing against.
Heavy orange. I just don't like. I played against one player at the EI. It was Razor Claw, Battlefield Prime, and Lionizer. I just didn't like playing against it. I was just so petrified sitting down. I was like, he's going to do something. And it didn't click in my mind until his second attack. He sent an attack into one of my dudes, and I sent someone else thinking I was clever. Turtle the one guy, and he flipped Razor Claw. I was like, oh, and he sent Razor Claw into the guy. I was like, didn't kill him, but my cars at the time were just fast enough where the game was, both rounds were over. Yeah.
Pun intended.
Wait, what did I say? Fast enough?
Yeah.
My cars were fast enough. Where the game was over, both rounds, best of 3, in about 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and I was walking around looking at people play, and they were like,
I was one of those people.
I was like, I'm just orange versus orange. What are you going to do? I don't like playing against it. It's just scary. Orange. What type of content do you want to see from us going forward? What can we improve upon? More Frenchie. And more live stream, fellas. Yes,
yeah,
live streams have become insanely difficult because it becomes, what are you guys doing Friday night? Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then it's just me and RJ. It's like, okay.
We're not going to live stream, just the two of us.
And then when we do live stream, it's difficult because difficult with the least amount of people. Because if I bring a deck and he brings a deck, then we need to bring if it's just us, we need 4 or 5 decks each. And they all have to be different and different each time. So we need 8 to 10 different decks to keep the viewers interested. And then not he's running blogs again, I'm not interested. If we have 5 or 6 of us, everyone brings 2, 3 decks. We're fine. So much easier.
Yeah.
And we can mix and match and
then you can only drink so much before you have to drive home.
And you can only we need people. So you guys need to harp on the crybabies who don't attend the Fridays here.
Mm-hmm.
And now right after Jacqueline is Mattifer. You go. You can read.
Oh, sorry.
Sure.
Wave 5 is supposed to be a G1 throwback set. What character are you hoping they release?
Starscream.
This is why sometimes I just hate that's me and Joe.
That aren't currently released?
Brawn for me. Who is it? Brawn. Gears.
I got it.
Wheelie would be cool. But definitely Brawn because he's one I'm actually surprised I haven't done yet.
Better versions of the cone heads. Oh my god.
Reflector would be cool. Refractor. I call him Reflector.
I'm just drawing a blank here. I don't really have. I think everyone. Oh, Starscream's Ghost.
Next question.
More combiners. I would like to see Abominus.
Yeah.
All the. Let's look over there. I would like to see
Bruticus.
Bruticus.
Menasor. Oh,
Yeah.
Stupid Starscream. Yeah. When are we getting a Transformer toy collection video from you guys? Well, video from the rest of us, aside from Joe, would be quite difficult since we film at Joe's house.
Yes.
We would have to lug everything over here.
At the end of this video, I'll just spin the camera around. And you'll get 90% of them right there. You won't see many Starscream. Well, never mind. You'll see about at least 150 just from these two alone, and we'll do that at the end. How do you feel about the new Whiz Kids Transformers miniature game? Are you going to play it? Thoughts?
I don't have any feelings towards it. I know our local store started stocking them. Joe bought a couple.
I just bought them just to buy them.
Yeah.
Not to play with them. I'm not a miniature player.
Me neither. I've never played a miniature game.
Doesn't interest me. Sorry.
I hear they are even more of a money sink than TCG.
Plus, I'm not good with painting, and I don't have the patience. I would just lose my mind. I would just get one and just dunk it. Done. Whatever. I would do Starscream's Ghost. I would just dump it in clear paint. Is there a clear paint?
Yeah. It's called like primer.
I would do primer.
Or like the polyurethane or whatever.
What if I just get a Dremel and buff off all the primer and try to get this done with the base figure? No? Okay. What type of content you want to see us going for? Blah, blah, blah. Live streams, board games. Yes and yes.
Double yes.
Double yes. Board games will be coming.
Yeah.
We may not be able to stream certain board games due to their graphic nature and the Secret Hitler.
I get very excited playing Secret Hitler, and Joe's neighbors might call the cops on us.
Sometimes if some of us are drinking, we may or may not say things out loud that do not belong in the out loud area. So maybe we'll
listen. No one believed me.
Maybe we'll do a PG or PG-13 type of board game stream. I could think of something. We'll try to come up with something.
Well, Clue is a quiet game. We had a lot of fun playing Clue.
That
one
might
night.
be too quiet for them. We'll have to think of something loud.
Candyland.
It would just be Spyfall.
Candyland.
We're not playing Candyland. We could live stream Candyland. No.
He said you heard me. He said we could live stream Candyland.
No, darn. Sarah R. What video game systems do you all prefer, and what is your favorite video game of all time? Do I prefer Super Nintendo and favorite video game of all time? Link to the Past. Done.
Man.
You have to think about that one?
For favorite game, yeah. I was a PlayStation guy growing up. PlayStation 4 is awesome right now. Favorite video game all time.
Link to the Past.
It's not Link to the Past. I just said I was a PlayStation guy growing up.
Well, this interview's over.
I really like Chrono Cross growing up. Legend of Dragoon. Anything on PS1 RPG I love.
What Transformers YouTube channels or websites do you recommend? Wreck and Roll are pretty good.
They're okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's hit or miss.
Sometimes it looks like they don't know what they're doing with the amount of mistakes they make.
Brian is a fan of Thew.
Yeah.
Thew's Amazing Things.
In terms of Transformer toys, I know he's a divisive guy. I've always liked Optibotimus.
I don't know what that is.
It's a toy figure reviewer. He's got little
TFW 2005.
Yeah. In terms of other Transformers TCG content, I am a huge fan of Blues on Attack, personally.
Oh, so good. Every time I hear that name, I just think of Thermal Weapon. Love it, dude. It's the best.
I said to these guys earlier, I don't watch any of our stuff anymore ever since I joined, so it's hard to find this again, and Blues on Attack is a British wreck and roll, I think.
Oh, man.
That would be my number one.
Powered by Promise.
Yeah, Powered by Promise. I really like Zach and Brad from Phase 6 Gaming. Jank Lab, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Total Justice Gaming, my friend Joe that I met down in Tennessee when I was down there for work.
I feel like we're missing like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, I feel bad. I probably should have never started down this.
That's why we're like 1 and 2. What about the other 36?
Sorry if we missed you.
Everyone has their preference. You
Yeah.
like what you like. You don't like what you don't like.
Yeah.
You tolerate what you tolerate. Where?
What type of content? That's. What type of content do you want to see from us? New formats.
Right here.
Oh. Who is your favorite combiner?
We already answered that.
Yeah.
I already answered that. I want to say Starscream.
Next
I wanna
question.
change-
What type of content do you want to see from us going forward? New formats for Transformer games.
I am not very good at attempting to create a new format, and I don't think we want to. I don't know if we're bore the users or dissuade them, because if we make an attempt at some sort of 2v2 scenario,
Right.
and we just do it wrong, it just becomes a complete turnoff. I'm not good enough to attempt those types of things, so I don't want to degrade whatever WotC may or may not be doing in regards to that type of two-player form or 2v2 format or whatever they're doing. If they ever made a Unicron deck and it was some sort of
say this cooperative thing.
if it was some sort of cooperative raid deck, I'd be in for that.
Yeah.
Maybe we could attempt something like that and just have like a big. I don't know. We'll start off with one of the combiners in play or something, and I'm no good at balancing that type of thing. I wouldn't even. I'd ruin the hell out of it. You know, want me doing it.
Have you seen some of our regular videos?
Have you seen something? Next up, Sean Hamilton. What is your favorite Transformer TCG moment in 2019? Me personally, winning my EIQ of 31 players.
I won a tournament at a comic book store, so that was my first competitive win, like, of all time.
Where? What tournament?
The SDCC pack tournament. I won that.
Ah, yes. We have to specify. I'm just staring like,
Yeah.
like I won it. What did you win?
Right, yeah, the San Diego Comic-Con
Right.
2018 pack, right?
That was a chunk of players.
Yeah.
I don't remember how many.
I think there was over 20.
There was at minimum. There's at least 20. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like my first my first competitive win ever.
When was that?
That was right before Origins.
Okay. Okay. Best deck right now. Why?
I'll go. I was gonna say I'll go with the one that won the.
The one that won the Underground Invitational.
Yeah, by
and
Dan.
Why? Because it won the Underground Invitational.
Yep.
It was piloted well. It was rose to the top. It's a beefy, strong deck. Massive blue. I don't know what his matchups were. I didn't read any of that. I would assume he played some heavy oranges somewhere along the lines.
Yeah.
Wasn't the very last one? Was it heavy orange or was it mixed?
No, that was heavy orange. It was the General Optimus, Prowl, Ironhide, and it was all orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
So yeah, a deck that
Maybe there was Ion Blasters in there, but it was mainly.
So
orange.
a deck that can stand up to heavy orange like that. Yeah, I'm all for that. So yes, the Galactic Prime, Skydive, Flame War. What one X character would you like to see in Wave 5? One time character I'd like to see in Wave 5. One time.
I don't know
Meaning
what
like a nemesis, like he only popped up one time?
I don't know what that means. I'll just say Perceptor again.
If we're assuming one time means a nemesis type character that was printed once in Wave 1 and we haven't seen resurface, and I would like to see a character in Wave 5 that never gets reprinted again?
Cliff Jumper?
No, he's already won. He can't. That'd be 2 time.
Why? It's the same card though.
If they make another Cliff Jumper?
I don't know. I guess I just don't understand the question then.
So Cliff Jumper was already in Wave 1.
Right.
If he's in Wave 5, that was 2 times.
Right. What one-time character would you like to see in Wave 5? Oh, so like they would never print it again after one time.
I'm assuming.
Well, I don't understand the question. Pass.
No, I'm not going to pass.
I'm passing.
You're passing. I'm going to say Starstream's Ghost.
Pass for both of us. I should have passed for both of us.
I'm unsure of that. What that means. Wave 5. One X character I'd like to see in Wave 5.
Yeah. Just next question.
What type of content you want to see from us? Keep the jank coming. Yes, we will. And we'd love to see you refresh some older decks with newer battle cards and see how they perform. Yes. So just tried that recently with the Devastator.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be making some sort of attempt to play the Combiners one by one over the next 2 weeks and bringing them up to speed with, I think, Wave 4 cards that will help them. I can't speak too much for Volcanicus, but we're going to give it a try.
I'd like to give Dinobots another whirl, so Wave 1 Dinobots, not Volcanicus.
Adam Hoffman. He is a local. So as a newbie to the game, what would be a good way to buy in?
He's a local?
He's local.
Show up.
Show up to South Jersey at CBS, and we're just going to give you cards.
We will rain cards on you.
I'm assuming the question is not coming from a local, so we will say, I don't want to sound like a WotC shill, I want to say buy the Energon Edition. You're going to buy a box at some point regardless. It should definitely be Wave 1 because the battle cards in that set...
Still staples.
I think, this is a made-up number, I think are still dominant in every deck that you're going to build, lopsided to Wave 1 cards as opposed to as other waves. And you are going to get 2 very incredibly difficult characters to find, and you are going to surefire get Nemesis and Prime Battlefield Legend.
Still relevant.
We haven't seen Battlefield Legend as relevant.
He was in a lot of sideboards.
He was in a lot of sideboards, and so was Nemesis. Nemesis sub-main boards. But Super B and Megatron Living Weapon, not so much. You may be disappointed with those 2, but you'll still have them.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't have to go hunting for them. But yes, you'll get the Nemesis and the Battlefield Legend, and the Slipstream and the Cliff Jumper, and buy it. I understand the price is high. If you sell whatever you don't like, you don't like the dice, you don't like the foil battle cards, sell them to offset the cost. I highly recommend it. If not, you need to get the Devastator set. There are cards in there that are like too helpfully ubiquitous in certain decks. Buy the Devastator set. You can probably skip the Wave 2 starter.
Bumblebee versus Megatron.
It's the Bumblebee versus Megatron. None of those characters even hit a deck anywhere. The only thing in there are 2 Inferno Breaths. They are good cards, but I don't think they're buying an entire starter good.
Get them at like TCG Player for cheaper.
You could probably buy the starter, the Wave 1 starter.
Soundwave versus Blasters, probably a must.
Well, back to the Wave 1 starter. The Prime and the B are still acceptable characters to play here and there, maybe.
Plus more Wave 1 battle cards are always
Plus more Wave 1 battle cards.
I think
there are 2 team-up tactics in there.
There's 2 to 4 grenade launchers.
2 to 4, 2? Maybe 4? 2 to 4, maybe?
Maybe. Oh, because it's one deck, right? It's supposed to be 20,
deck,
20, yeah, so it's probably only 2.
Soundwave versus Blaster deck, yeah.
I mean, if you want Blaster.
If you need to buy the Soundwave Blaster set if you want those characters. You're not going to find them anywhere else. But the battle cards, I'm trying to think if there's something in there. Inner Groove, Interrupt the Airwaves. I don't think there's anything in there that you need.
From a competitive standpoint. Except Blaster.
Except Blaster.
Other than that, yeah, just...
Cassettes are nice and splashable. They're 5-star characters. Buy a box of Siege 1 or 2. And if you're into combiners, you're going to buy a box of Wave 2. And remember, currently as a beginner, as of January 24th, 2020, swap parts, press the advantage, and multi-mission gear are banned. That's a Wave 1 card, a Wave 2 card, and a Wave 1 card.
In that order.
Do you guys have any advice on trying to grow a community? Yes. Brian has made a slew of videos that we have on our YouTube channel. I have funneled them into a playlist.
We have a YouTube channel?
We will check with Brian on that one. I have funneled them into...
I know we have a Twitter.
And an Instagram. Do you have an Instagram? I don't know.
I made an Instagram. It's not
into a playlist on the YouTube page. And Brian goes over points A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and probably H, I, J, K, L, along with M, N, and O, P, about how to do all that stuff.
Stops there, though, after P.
I don't know. Unlikely with Brian. Whatever you get as spare cards, if you're getting prize packs, eventually your commons are going to be like, pass the commons out that you don't care about. You might want to hold on to some of the uncommon grenade launchers, depending on how many you got. Hi, I'm new. Take my cards. Hi, I'm new. Take my cards. Common, uncommon, whatever. Just try to dish out as many cards as you can to people who are just popping in. Maybe they'll come back and be interested. Maybe they'll stare at the cards when they go and build a deck. That's if you don't care about giving away your commons. If you want your cards, okay. Sorry. Send them to CBS. Is there a way to make Devastator work? Well, we just released a video. Perfect timing. We just released a Devastator versus Devastator video, and
Devastator wins. How about that?
Define work. He was slightly competitive in the first week that he came out, and then I don't think he made Top Cut anywhere since, I want to say.
Not that I remember, no.
I don't think he is a type of deck you want to bring if you are trying to win some serious prizes. If you are trying to attend your local weekly, sure, he can work.
He's fun.
There is a blue build and an orange black build in that video. Take your pick. take none of the picks. Pick your nose. Whatever you want to do.
Definitely pick your nose.
What type of content you want to see from us going forward? Deck techs. Yes, we will have them coming. As the earlier conversation we had about how I want to address that or not address that. Adam number 2, Adam Paris.
From Blues on Attack.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
He's the third one. Dan and
Nick. Adam and Salty.
Is Adam ever on video? I've only ever seen.
There's 4 of them.
I've only ever seen.
Yeah, Adam's there.
Didn't he face cams? That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's why we got these. I just see the tattoos and I go off that. And
He's the one with no tattoos.
The accents are the same, and I can't pick them up. It's like, I want to like stick my head in the laptop and say, who?
Who's who?
And then the Santa video.
That was Dan.
What was it? Bad Santa? What did they call it? Oh, Murder Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Murder Santa?
Yeah, it was Christmas 2019, Death to the Week.
Right. All right, Adam Paris. Why does Brian always have a pen behind his ear in gameplay videos? I will take this one.
Okay.
So, I talked with him about this. I said, Brian, what is... Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kev.
What is with the pen in your ear? He goes, every time you beat me, Joe, I'm just trying to take notes afterwards, and that's what that's for.
I have a feeling that that's not really what it's for, but I don't have enough evidence to dispute it, so we're going to go with that.
Why do you think Brian always has a pen in his ear?
Because he uses it at work and just forgets that it's just always there.
That's too logical.
It is definitely because every time I beat him, he wants to take notes. That is exactly what it's for, 100%. Does the pen hold the key to jank greatness? If yes, where can I buy one? It does not. It holds the key to writing down how to try to counter Joe. That's what that's for.
The third question is just the letter I.
We can do that. Yes. Ask us anything. Part 3. I.
Done.
I
You.
Captain?
And I. And he.
He's 2 letters. You can be 1 letter.
Oh, sorry. You.
Right.
Right. I. What do you think he was going to ask us?
I don't know.
I
don't know. Exactly. Yeah.
Put it down in the comments. We'll answer there. What type of content you want to see from us going forward, or what do you think we can improve upon? Honestly, just keep doing what you're doing. You cover a nice blend of jank and competitive decks in your videos. Also enjoy the occasional game heavily influenced by alcohol. Keep up the good work.
I can definitely do that. Do not worry.
I wonder if we should just get entirely hammered one night. Like, I'm talking on camera, just take 3 shots in a row and play a game and just see what happens.
We have to delete the video before we even upload it.
We don't know that.
I do.
Oh, wow.
I do.
YouTube would take it down for too much cursing.
What do I know? I could restrict myself. I could try. What about do a shot every time you deal damage?
I would be in the hospital. Well, good thing there's a hospital like right across the street. At least.
Okay, no. Orange every time you do damage. Blue every time you take damage.
If you're playing an orange deck, I see what you mean.
Because if I'm if I'm playing a blue deck, I'm more caring about like pierce. I'm more concerned about stopping damage. So every time I've failed to do that, I take a shot. Every time I swing with an orange deck and I've failed to do damage,
I would put cards in like armed hovercraft just to do 1-1-1-1. So you're taking 1-1-1-1 shot.
No. Let's calm down. No. If you're playing armed hovercraft, I'm taking damage.
Okay.
Shot.
Okay, well then I'll just keep recurring armed hovercraft somehow.
That's awful. I would,
Okay,
trigger happy swap or not swap parts.
You know what?
Master.
I don't think I'd mind that. I'd have to find the weakest. I would try that. It'd have to be like peach schnapps or something. It's something you can tell. You can't do like a Rum 151.
Oh my god!
Oh, armed hovercraft! Bang, 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 bang! Joe's dead. You can't do that. How about how much damage you can do? Like overwhelming advantage. Like I deal 15, drink for 15 seconds, something like that.
I could maybe do that with a beer, and then I could just hold the beer up to my mouth and pretend I'm drinking.
Do it. Drink for how long you dealt the damage. Drink for how long you dealt the damage. I dealt 1. Drink. A regular beer. Drink 1 second. I dealt 10. Okay, now I gotta work for this. Yeah. Huh, all right. We'll brainstorm.
Yeah. This is the most we've had discussion in the entire video.
I still enjoy question 3. I. Okay. France, je t'aime. We gotta get Frenchy in here. I can't. I think I said that right.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
I am 30% French from Ancestry.com.
I am 0% French.
My kick's up. That's what I get for breaking it.
Right here.
Je t'aime.
It's je t'aime. Yeah.
Okay. Do you like chicken?
I do, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I love chicken.
Are we talking to eat? As a pet? Alive or dead?
I like chicken.
Be specific in the comments below. I I do not like it as a pet. I don't like it alive. I like it dead if I'm eating it.
That's usually preferred, if you're going to eat it.
I like chicken parm.
Love chicken parm. I like pet chickens. Eventually.
What type of content do you want to see from us going forward? What can we improve upon? Competitive. We can make an attempt to play more competitive decks. We could probably start throwing high finishing things against things that we think we should have.
Specialties? No.
Against Brian's face. Against decks that we would have maybe attempted. Like maybe throw Dan's deck against each of our decks one by one or something like that. See if any of us could have maybe taken him down. That type of thing.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I don't see why not.
I'll write it down.
He is in fact writing it down.
With Brian's pen.
Closing thoughts? Yeah, you can scroll down more.
No, there's nothing.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts? Kev, you want to answer all these questions again? Start at the top.
Ooh, oh, no, okay. we're doing this, all right.
No.
That's all we got there. Is Kevin even on the screen? There he is, yeah.
Closing thoughts? Maybe I should show up on time next time?
No, you didn't know we were going to start this early.
And we covered that already.
We purposely didn't want to start, not want to say with you, but with another person, because answering all these questions 3 times would have been a little longer. We're at 51 now. Okay. So that might have...
But we already did cover that too.
Did we?
We said
right.
complain about the people that
like
don't show up on Friday nights.
An hour ago? You've probably forgotten all that by now.
Any questions we want Kevin to answer while he's here because of that? Favorite combiner?
Menasor. He's so much fun.
We just had a lot of questions about Devastator too.
Yeah.
And now the closing video will show, it was Jacqueline? No, it was Amelia? It was somebody to show the...
I think it was Madifer, actually, that wanted to see all the toys. Joe's collection. Yeah. When are we getting a Transformer toy collection video from you guys? Madifer.
Okay. Half the viewers just clicked off right now.
Yep. Absolutely. I click off every time I come here.
Now, I can't see what I'm doing because the laptop is facing that
I'll
way.
guide you. Devastator, Predaking. Keep going.
No.
Is that Victorion?
Too close?
No, you're actually perfect. So this is Joe's Devastator. Why am I narrating it?
Joe's Devastator?
Or Joe's Combiner side, I meant.
I don't know what, because I can't see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm assuming I'm looking at 2 Superions.
Yep.
You could have one of us do this.
Volcanicus
and
wherever that guy is, Defensor. And then Leo Kaiser. Is it getting darker?
Yeah, it is.
That's fine. Leo Kaiser.
Absolutely not, Kev.
G2 Minister.
Well, actually, it was. I lied. It was.
Bruticus. Bruticus. And then we got Computron and Abominus and Sky. What's that guy's name? The Skylinks and Smokescreen.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head.
Trailbreaker. God, I don't know his name. It's Frank.
It's definitely Frank.
And then this is not going to go far. So you're only going to get you.
No, I probably shouldn't do that, right?
Let's see. Pull. Actually, pull. And stop.
And there are the top hats.
There are the top hats. Yes, these are for the things. That is a random Energon edition. So the right case is... Am I getting the right case?
Yeah, you got it.
Vinyl Tech line. All the Vinyl Techs except Nemesis Prime, or Black Convoy. He's currently on eBay for $400 that I'm still debating. What? I'm debating.
I know. I just thought that was funny. I don't know.
Siege Seekers. Soundwave Cassettes. Noizu, Garafi.
Oh, go back up.
What do you say?
Who is that? Acid Storm?
Acid Storm.
What color is he?
Green. Oh, is he not there?
I'm like, why is that one with Skywarp's above it? And then I saw the Wrecking Rule logo go over. I was like, oh.
Okay. Sorry. Let's. We can't turn that off mid thingy. Titans Return, Blitzwing. The 3-pack Decepticon Impactor, regular Autobot Impactor with the Power Dasher Aragorn.
I don't know Power Dasher.
Aragorn, Soundwave cassettes. Blah blah blah. 3 Astro Trains. I'm waiting for 3 more.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And 4 bugs.
4 small bugs.
4 small bugs. That's it. Let's see if RJ can figure out the stop button.
I'm gonna presume. Uh oh.
It's not the green one.